Alright, I had another strange idea. How would the TF2 mercenaries fare against horror villains? I really like this idea, so let's get started. Starting off at the lame end of horror, we have Jigsaw. Now, I think the only one who's going to be in trouble with Jigsaw is Scout, and that's because everybody else is either strong enough, smart enough, or psychotic enough to find their way out. Hell, nobody has any information on Spy, so he probably would never have been caught in the first place, meaning he'd be able to help anybody else escape or even fake his death if he did get caught. That bear trap thing that Jigsaw made probably wouldn't even work on Soldier or Heavy, because I guarantee they're strong enough to just rip it off. He'd have to add some extra countermeasures to keep them in their seat. Scout's done for, though. Scout, really, there's nothing Scout can do. All he is fast, that's it. Jigsaw's probably gonna be like, "You want to play a game? Find all 10 hidden buttons in the room and hit them within 5 seconds." Like that's something that Jigsaw would do for Scout, or something regarding his ego and women. He's gonna be like, "Do you want to play a game? Seduce me in 10 minutes or you die." I don't know. Every other mercenary just seems capable of actually solving the challenges that they're given, because they're all based around the kind of person that you are. Realistically, I'm just basing this off who is the weakest of all of them, and that's Scout. All he has is speed, and that's it. Alright, next up we got the Tooth Fairy. So there was this movie, I think it was like called Darkness Falls or something. Anyways, there was this little girl who was hung, and she comes back a long time later to get revenge on the town that hung her. She's doing stuff like ripping people's jaws off. She really does go for the mouth a lot. Anyways, I don't think she's gonna cause any problems for the mercenaries. Sure, she's physically stronger than most of them, but she's allergic to light. It can kill her. Enough light will kill her. You can have a flashlight and it'll keep her away for at least a couple minutes. Get a spotlight and she's almost like it almost killed her. A spotlight almost killed her. And I guarantee people as rich as the mercenaries with such a well-funded base would have some spotlights around just in case. Yeah, I think this one's easy. There's no even going into depth about this. And nobody in the movie ever actually who was trying to kill the Tooth Fairy. They were just running from her. So there's no proof that a gun wouldn't just kill her. Like, there's no proof shooting her in the face wouldn't kill her. There's no debate on this. I honestly think this might be the lamest. Like, at least Jigsaw attacks when you're asleep and then he traps you somewhere. The Tooth Fairy, she's out in the open and her weakness is one of the most common things. I mean, she's done. Zero jump scares out of 5. Alright, now we move on to Ghostface. This is another one that's actually extremely easy. Ghostface was a high schooler. I mean, even Scout can just walk up and smack him in the face and he's dead. Like, sure, Scout's the weakest of the mercenaries, but remember, again, he did kill a bear. So I'm thinking that he's gonna start off scared of Ghostface, but then realize he can just punch him and he's dead. One good swing from a bat, anything. Ghostface has no training, and he only kills people that can't fight back. 0 jump scares out of 10. Now we move on to Chucky. I don't know if Chucky can technically die, but I do know that he's been like burned alive and blown up, stuff like that. And his body has gone on, his spirit has gone on to possess other bodies, like dolls and stuff. So assuming nobody's got any dolls nearby when they do destroy Chucky, they should be able to get rid of him relatively easy. Chucky might actually be able to take out one person because Chucky's really good at stealth. He might be able to kill Scout, maybe Pyro, but that's about it, because Pyro, Pyro's freaking oblivious to everything that's going on around him. He just wants to burn shit. But everybody else, it would be a lot harder to kill. Especially Spy. Spy might actually catch him in the act if he notices something's up and decides to go invisible and stay that way until he sees something strange. Heavy would probably be thinking that he's tough enough that he wouldn't die, when in reality he doesn't know there's an actual child's doll following him. Anyways, I do think that Chucky will be able to take out 1 or 2 people. Next up, we got the Thing from The Thing. Alright, so the Thing has this cell in its body where if it touches another organic being, it takes it over. It becomes part of the Thing. Doesn't really matter. I'd give the mercenaries a 50-50. If it goes after somebody like Heavy or Soldier, it could probably spread very easily. It won't be able to get Pyro because it's never been shown to go through clothes and stuff. It has to physically touch you. And depending on who it starts with, it would give Engineer and Medic enough time to find a solution to it. Obviously, they'd be able to separate the bodies again. They're just stupidly smart like that. But if it accidentally hits Engineer or Medic first, then you're likely doomed. But it might not get Medic or Engineer because even if they accidentally grab it, they're wearing gloves. It's not going to be able to combine with them. So yeah, I'll give it a 50-50. It's purely based off who it starts with. Actually, you know what? Screw that 50-50. It's 100% because they do have disintegration weapons. So the main thing about the Thing is that if there's even a single cell left, then it can still take somebody over. But they have the ability to disintegrate entire objects in TF2. So they have a way to kill the Thing for good. And they have several weapons that do that. So 100%, they win. I really forgot they had those weapons for a second. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it was a close one. If the Thing touches somebody, they're gone. But they have a means to kill it. And the Thing is not particularly stealthy. If there's a target in front of it, it will go after it immediately. So I do think they'll see it and they'll shoot it. They'll realize that normal bullets aren't working and they'll get something bigger, like the Cow Mangler, or the Pomson, or the Flog. You get the idea. Next up, we got Michael Myers. Alright, Michael Myers is extremely strong, extremely fast, and he can move through vast distances that have motion detectors without being caught by any of them and appearing next to his target. And you might be thinking, oh, well, the mercenaries are screwed. He's too strong for them. He's too fast for them, and he's too tough for them. Well, in the recent movie, he actually had to use a body double. He got a paramedic, and he swapped clothes with the paramedic. The reason he did so is so that he didn't get decapitated because somebody was going to kill him. But that means, that insinuates that he would not have survived being decapitated, which means, like Demo Knight could just, I don't know, chop his head off with a sword. It's done. It's that easy. So he can take a lot of bullets, but I'm guessing if you separate his head, he's done for. Yeah, that's it. Scout dies. Pyro dies. Sniper dies. Soldier might die. Heavy actually is strong enough to hold his own. Spy could literally just disappear and walk away. Engineer Sentry Gun would be able to hold him at bay for a little bit because the bullets won't kill him, but it will knock him back long enough for people to escape. Medic can keep people alive with his Ubers, and he could literally just heal Demo while he chops Michael's face off. I mean, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be one hell of a fight. Some of them will die, I guarantee it. But in the end, they will win. So I'll give Michael like a 3 jump scares out of 5. All right, next up we have the Xenomorph. Just one. Actually, you know what? Let's do a nest too, just in case. So if it's just one Xenomorph, it's gonna get the drop on 1 or 2 people. It might kill Scout. It might kill Pyro. You know, the weaker ones. However, anybody with a gun can just kill it in 1 hit. Sure, Xenomorphs are shown to be bulletproof, but that was small arms fire. They aren't resisting a rocket. They aren't resisting a minigun or a sniper rifle, or especially a flamethrower. They hate fire, so Pyro's a great counter here. Grenades. I mean, the weakest ones here in terms of actual fighting capabilities against Xenomorphs are Scout and Medic, because Medic has a crossbow and a needle gun. Those aren't going through the exoskeleton. And if it's a nest we're talking about, they'd have to get like one of those payloads you remember from Expiration Date. They'd have to use that to blow up the nest. Someone's gonna have to sacrifice themselves to go in there. This is honestly a really quick one, because the whole danger of Xenomorphs is their stealth and their numbers. But once they're caught, they're caught. There's no running away for them. So I'll give them a 3 out of 10 as well. It's very likely that they could outnumber the mercenaries before they can do anything about it. So, you know, that's something. Alright, we got Freddy Krueger. So anything Freddy Krueger does inside of your dream will affect you in the real world, and he tends to just kill people in their dreams. But once somebody catches on to this, you want to bet that Medic's going to find a way to make it so that their bodies don't need sleep, and then the entire problem's solved right there. Freddy's going to have to go after someone else. This is honestly pretty quick. Freddy will probably kill half of them before they realize something dumb's happening. And then the Medic will just be like, alright, I got to revive these guys. I gotta ask them what happened. Now I gotta make it so they can't sleep anymore, you know. Or who knows? Maybe they'll come to some sort of agreement. once Freddy figures out that they're just immune. I'll give Freddy 2 jump scares out of 10. Alright, now we have the other Freddy, the Freddy Fazbear one. It's just for meme purposes. I didn't seriously mean to put it on this list, but I just wanted to. Freddy Fazbear's dead. They're gonna blow him up. They're gonna cut him to pieces. Scout might die again, as he always will, every single time that something bad happens. You know what? Actually, Scout might even be able to kill Freddy too. Honestly, I think Scout will be able to just, like, knock his head off with a bat or something. You know what? Never mind. 0 out of 10. Freddy's done for. And last but not least, we have Jason Voorhees. Alright, Jason is strong enough to kill people in one punch. He chops them to pieces. He resurrects every time he dies. You get the gist of it. I think he outran a helicopter once. That's pretty fast. So, the mercenaries are kinda screwed here. But they do have one counter in the form of healing, ironically. If the afterlife in TF2 is in fact a real thing, then Medic might actually be able to heal Jason Voorhees to steal his soul, therefore preventing him from being able to revive himself and making him able to be killed. That's purely speculation, by the way. So I'll give Jason 4 jump scares out of 5, maybe 4.5, because depending on the context, he either wipes them all out at once or they take away his ability to regenerate and gun him down. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye.